Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Coverage Made Easy, brought to you by Integrity Social Media Program Overview. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. My name is Troy Rockman. I'll be walking you through what we have put together for you to be able to access social media for your organization or yourself and be able to leverage and use as a tool from a marketing perspective. So we're going to jump in, get started. Please feel free as we go along to jump into your chat box if you guys have any questions. We'd like to make this time sensitive, but then also get to any of your questions, concerns, or additional thoughts. So first, in terms of just a quick agenda, we'll run through, so what does a social media program look like? How does it work? Onboarding, connecting, how do you actually socialize? How do we help socialize you across multiple Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter platforms? Expanding your social presence from an investment perspective on Facebook because of the changes they've been going through. I'm sure you've probably heard of their challenge from a fake news perspective. And again, like I said, Q&A anytime. Want to just be able to jump in and answer questions. So please don't feel any hesitation. So we have been working with Integrity to put together this program platform for you to make it as easy and effortless as possible to be able to get your Facebook business and LinkedIn and Twitter profiles connected to social media so that consistent posts that are compliant and informational and position you as an asset of information for people looking as it relates to policies or different pieces of business you may be selling. We want to make it as easy as possible so that you can see and have insights into how social is working for you, and at the same time not have to invest as much time, energy, and effort putting proper posts together. So, and we'll get into also from an onboarding perspective, you don't necessarily have to have every single aspect 100% to be able to get connected with us. In terms of the benefits of a social media program, again, from an audience perspective, continues to grow every day. So the 50+ market on social is still at a double-digit growth rate for the last 2 years and continues. So folks will say at times that, well, none of my clients are on social. A lot of folks will say that just because of the generation they're from. They are on Facebook and LinkedIn from a connection perspective. They may be on certain aspects and looking at grandkids and other things like that, but we do have the ability to still get in front of those individuals when they're consuming their timelines and their feeds. And of course, from a connection perspective, this is all about trying to get connected to the eventual person who's interested in buying. So from a standpoint of Google still being the search gorilla in the room, there's still some other ones in Bing and Yahoo, but those are where folks do go to a certain extent, where individuals are spending more time in terms of finding a personal solution is on Facebook and LinkedIn to see who offers policies or information that they are connected through, maybe through friends or acquaintances, whoever may be able to, as they type in certain what they're trying to find in terms of feeling secure with their family. We want to make sure you're optimized. The content that we're pushing out there is helping from their local perspective, you getting pushed up or making sure that if you're connected to someone, you're there as well. So in terms of, again, it's all about relationships. People on, so you can be able to see when they're ready to have more information. The beauty part about social is the fact that you can see and know exactly who you're talking to before you actually reach out. And again, with Facebook and LinkedIn, they give you, a tool to be able to facilitate a conversation until maybe you get it into a phone call or a personal email back and forth. In terms of onboarding, we have a process that is a online uploading of contact information. What do you sell from a policy perspective? Where do you currently offer your services? Headshot, logo, and then also have connections to your Facebook business page, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And then once we go in there, I will make sure from a background image you have that as well. We want to make sure from both Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter you're optimized. I'll get into that here with our next slide. So what does this system look like? So you will receive, once you join the program, a landing page that will provide a bio, as I have here with a headshot. We'll have a logo area here for a logo, and then you'll have your contact information as well, from your phone number, could be your office cell, your email, and your website. And your social connections will be here as well. And the blogs that we connect you to from a social perspective will be housed here, and they post twice a week. We have a organically written blog that we will post to your landing page. We also have what is called a curated blog, which is a linked blog from a online article that we may find from a lifestyle or finance or Wall Street Journal type of information. Again, it's all about education, being able to show folks that you can help answer questions for them so that they can rely on you to help them when they're ready to make a decision. And to the right, you'll see a LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn has very specific requirements as it relates to a checklist that we go through to make sure all the aspects of a profile are completed. Again, from a post perspective, that's an example of one of the posts that we had that went out to LinkedIn. And once they click on the image or that post, it will actually link them back to the landing page. You can see in the upper right-hand corner, we have developed a process from a technology side that when an individual engages with you on social and they come back, they click on that link and they go back to your landing page, that banner will follow them through their entire process of interacting with you. That may go to the home page, insurance facts, blog. As they venture through the different areas of the site, that banner will follow them. So there isn't a way for that individual to go and jump and find another agent that may be a part of this program. We do get the question a lot of times that, is it, this post is going to multiple agents, is this going to be a problem with people receiving multiple posts? We work on really trying to identify an area that is for that agent. So from either a Facebook ad or post perspective, the likelihood of an individual being connected to multiple agents is very small. Yes, it can happen. Will it happen? Yes. That's kind of part of the item that comes along with social. I mean, yes, it's possible. We have very rarely, in fact, I can't even think of a scenario where we actually had a complaint or a concern from an agent about that. And then to the right from there is actually a Facebook business page. Again, Facebook has very specific criteria as it relates to what you need to have on a business page. We only connect to a business page because of Facebook's terms and conditions. We have to ensure that we have that relationship, and your personal page is your personal page. We do not touch it in terms of posts or any kind of connection. So in terms of posting, how often does it happen? Where is it going? So we post 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. There are times on we'll take a post and put it on Saturday and Sunday if there's a special event going on that particular weekend, just to try to be relevant or just kind of alter when a post goes out. But again, from a blog perspective, we organically write one blog a week so that you're optimized from Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter when there are searches or people are trying to find content as it relates to what you offer from a poly perspective. Folks are able to find you in their searches, their personal searches, and then also what we want to be able to do from an efficiency perspective is place and post the curated that I mentioned before. Like I said, there's other lifestyle, financial, and best practices articles that we post as well. So one of the aspects of the platform that is unique that we offer is that we actually have a branded app that you will be able to download onto your phone. We'll walk you through once you've, as I walked you through earlier in terms of the process. Once you've given us your information, we'll send you your username and password. We'll connect with you, walk you through. We'll have a video as well in terms of how to download the app, get it connected. And once you're connected, you'll receive a notification, just as you would a voicemail or a text message. If you have any other notifications turned on, once you swipe on that, it will take you directly to the app to show you the overview of the post for the day. On the bottom, there's a button for preview. The preview button will show you where that particular post is going to be sending the existing or prospective client in terms of additional content or article. The middle button is the edit button, which is on the far right hand side, which then gives you the ability within Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn to go in and personalize or alter how you feel comfortable with adjusting the post for the day. And then once you hit accept, then that will go to your social pages. So we give you the flexibility to make adjustments. And if there's a post for that particular day that it's not as relevant to you or not current in terms of your perspective, you're able to delete it or not post it. So a lot of flexibility to be able to just in a few minutes be able to make just a few adjustments. And then, as I said, once it goes out, it does take a few minutes. It's not instantaneous. Once you hit submit, it does take a few minutes because, again, it's got to go through its processes to ensure we're meeting all the proper criteria for each of the social platforms for terms and conditions and those requirements. So what are some of the agents mentioning or giving us feedback about? We do reach out on a regular basis to get feedback from the agents that are on the platform, both from a content perspective. Where do we need to make adjustments? How can we help? Folks have actually been using our blog content for newsletters that they may be sending out either printed or actually via email. One of the items we are, from an efficiency perspective, we're working on a newsletter product that we'll be able to offer you here in the next couple of weeks. We will be offering not only a one-on-one educational session once you join the platform. We do have ongoing educational sessions and are working on additional social media topics for you to be able to understand social selling. So it's not just about connecting to the platform, it's also about helping you connect the dots between how this particular marketing tactic is how it is a little bit different, and you just need to, once you're educated and understand how to weave through the components of it, can be a tremendous asset. And again, from a professional perspective, that's where we want to be. We deliver professional content. What we will work with you on is also understanding, making sure you've got the Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter apps on your phone when you're out and about and doing either community items or meeting at a networking event with Chamber, or any situation where you're able to personalize your social feeds is always a huge asset to add that level of connection between yourself. So there's a professional level, but people still want to know that you're human. So that's where we're able to come in and help. So the phases we'll continue to work with you on is, the fact we'll get you on board, get you socialized, optimized on your pages. We're going to work with you on also how to understand the notification aspect of each of the platforms, so you know exactly where to go to quickly be able to see what kind of interactions are occurring from a social perspective. So we'll show you on Facebook and LinkedIn where can I see who's viewed my profile, or who's come onto my, who's liked or shared or connected, commented. We'll be able to show you where that is and how to kind of take next steps. In terms of nurturing, there is a little bit of personal time, just with any tactic you would employ, some time for you to focus on seeing what's going on. And in terms of financially, we do not offer Facebook advertising as part of the package to start off with. The reason we went down that path is we have agents that are at different levels of threshold as it relates to what they're comfortable with and what they want to go after. So we left that a basic Facebook advertising off. We would highly recommend it. And then from a social profiles, we'll walk you through, once you start understanding where those notifications are, who's liking and sharing, how to then go back and be able to begin to kind of look and document who is interacting with me, how are they interacting, and then when do you be able to kind of look and investigate a little bit more, how are you maybe connected with them on a local level, or maybe you're both a part of a chamber, or there's different ways you be able to find a connection with individuals to then be able to turn that into a personal sales opportunity. So you've got a little bit greater frame of reference. In terms of Facebook business, the reason that, again, as I mentioned, we didn't have a base advertising program is, in working with folks, we've seen different levels of interest. So we wanted to be able to provide options for you. Facebook has gone through a number of transitions since we've launched this program about 9 months ago. And Facebook, while they have turned their business into much more about being able to run ads, it's still the most one of the most economical ways to be able to get in front of as many people as possible, but then also getting real quick feedback as it relates to knowing who's interested. So in terms of starting off, we want to make sure, this is actually a gentleman who we've been working with. When he started with us, he was at 56 likes. Now he's up to almost over 200. And that's where we just want to make sure it's not something that we want to run for a long term. It's just more of, from a validation perspective, we want to make sure we can show that there are some people following you, and actually people that see other people liking a page is an interesting component of how people will just start liking businesses and different components of sponsored ads in their timelines. And then what we want to do is work, especially as we're going in here into late summer, July, August, and open enrollment coming up here near, obviously near the fourth quarter. We want to be able to transition into another aspect of value, whether that be an ebook, which we have Medicare supplement that we're able to offer. If there's an ad in terms of more, if you have multiple types of policies you want to see if people that try to find folks that are interested, we can run that as well. And most recently, one of the folks that we were working with runs pretty consistent bi-monthly presentations, different areas of town on Medicare and Medicare supplement policies. So we actually worked with him on leveraging Facebook to develop interest and get people RSVPing and showing time, place, and events. Just another way to get on people's timelines. So how do you get started? So we actually, in working with Integrity, and with their interest in getting this platform affordable to the agents like yourself that are writing policies, they wanted to make it as easy as possible. So we'll have a $99 setup charge. That's just a one-time fee for us to go in, work with you on getting everything connected, optimizing your social pages, making sure everything is as through the checklist as possible, so we're feeding the proper information to their algorithms. And then after that, it is $80 a month. So we, again, from a posting perspective, just very economical for compliant, dynamic content that we can both post for you, or if you would like to go through the app and have the app facilitate going to your social pages as well, we can do that as a caveat that most agents that join the program, about 95% of the agents are actually on what we call auto posting, which means we are directly posting from the app, directly from the platform onto their social pages. They trust us enough with what we've been able to post that they let us do that on their behalf. If you would like to be able to get additional information, there is the coveragemade.com/go URL to go and to see a video, and there's some details there. If you would like to see the blogs or some of the content we've written, you can actually just delete that /go. Just go to coveragemade.com and you can see the content there. And then for questions that we can possibly answer beyond just this call, this webinar, if you'd like to connect with us at 844-832-3313, we'd love to be able to answer any additional questions or be able to get you connected and part of the program. So, well, thank you again for your time, and look forward to connecting with you and being able to be a partner with you through social media and helping you grow your business between now and the end of the year. Thank you very much for your time.